Greetings everyone and welcome to another episode of a rather miserable, dour Skyfactory 3. Hope you're well, hope you're better than this god-awful weather. It does seem to rain a lot in Skyfactory. But hurdly-ho, let's get rid of that, let's do a quick sleep and I'll explain what the deuce has happened up there. Look at that, instant sleep. You know why? Because of this little charm, little sleep charm that I found in a goodie bag from over there. This popped out as a bit of loot, and it means that you just sleep instantly. And there's also a portal charm, which means you can go through portals instantly. Not needed to use that yet, because I don't have a portal, but it'll probably come in handy. So what's occurred? Well, last episode you saw the old cobblestone generator here. I've had a bit of a tidy up. I managed to poke a hole down and create a separate level down there. I did that through using, was it rope? Let's just have a look. I know it was that stuff there, climbing rope. You literally pop that into the hole and keep adding to it and it'll lower rope down and you just squirt down really, really slowly. And it's bum clenching, let's just say, very bum clenching. So I managed to do a separate level down there, which I'm going to show you shortly. You can see there, it pretty much matches the top, but we may be expanding it because I've got ideas and things. So I've just been testing out how to make constant lava as a power source, and we're using these fluid tanks, which are really handy because if you put in a bucket into one of these and do it as a push-pull, you can send it into, where's it gone? You can send it into, there you go, a Stirling generator, and it will use the lava bucket and then it will spit the bucket back out and you don't actually lose the bucket, which is glorious. At the moment I've got this little generator on this side, just powering little bits and things. Ooh, excuse me. Bacon sandwich. We love the bacon. Oh. So, yeah, we have the Stirling generator in here and it just powers the auto hammer. So I got a little bit tired of constantly hammering away over there. So I've now got the auto hammer there and that just chugs away. It sucks all the juice out of this, but what can you do? We'll improve it, and I think that's the goal at the moment, because I just set this up as a test piece and as you can see it's sprawling out everywhere and it looks a bit of a dog's dinner. I've got another one on this side and that's run from a Stirling generator here. If I just pop up here I'll be able to show you a bit better. Got a Stirling generator here which is tied up to this fluid tank. Now all these fluid tanks link to each other, so you're never going to get one that's always empty and one that's always full because they're always linking through, so if this runs out, this one will fill it up and vice versa. But the thing is, we've still got loads of lava in here and we still have no real power. So I might want to add more of these Stirling generators per tank, and then from that get a line coming out, power line, so we can start powering properly. Because it's a bit poo at the moment, a little bit on the poo side. I've updated this furnace into an infernum furnace, which is easy for me to say. And all that does is it's just exactly the same as a normal furnace, just goes a little bit faster than the normal. So what else do we have? Expanded the sifters just a little bit. The sifting was doing my head in. There is an auto sifter, which I may use in conjunction with the auto hammer over there. But that's still to come. So I've got a heavy oak sieve and a normal sieve and a string sieve for basic little pieces, bits and pieces. And yeah, so the plan is going to be, this by the way is my ender hider. So because endermen don't like falling onto these spikes. Now again, as you can see, this has changed as well, only slightly. What I've done now is we have, let's have a look on this side, we have little levers now, because we are using, let's just get out of the way of this noise, that's better, because we are now using fans, I believe they're called. Where has it gone? This one here, the mob fan, and then you can expand it, so it can go wider and higher, or faster, longer distance. But these, I've got one of those either side, because the problem is the endermen, obviously as soon as they hit water they teleport, so they were teleporting to the tops of these trees, they were disappearing everywhere, or usually right at the side of me, which was never good. So I've now put the fans in up there and then got rid of all the water source, and this just blows them across to the middle as soon as they appear. It looks like they're ready to harvest because there's quite a lot there by the looks of things. Let me just pop this in here. That going like that. We also need to look at getting a tinker's smelterer, because I think I've gone as far as I can with the flint tools and everything else. And they're still a bit crude, so I still need to update those, but I can't go any further with this system until I use the tinker smelter out. Now I've already got some seared bricks ahead of time. I plan for these things, and we'll be looking at doing that on the second level, but let me just clear these out for now. The worst ones are the witches. In fact, there's a witch in there because they heal themselves and then they hurt themselves. Let's get rid of that. Boom, boom. I've only had this blow up once, which is reassuring. And that was a compressed creeper. I got a little too close and it blew the whole of this section out, which is why there's different colours of wood and different edging. Things like that. You're very bad, I know. I've also thrown over a loot bag, storage compacting drawer here. They're still just absolutely filling up these chests. So, ooh, what's that? Dimlet parcel. Right, gunpowder, usual nonsense. Let's try and get rid of some of this in here. No, it won't go in there. Try it in there. Won't go in there. This is the problem I have. So let's just throw all these in here for now. I know that the heads will still go in there. Potatoes? No, potatoes go in there. There they go. Yeah, so I've been getting quite some odd things out of the loot bags. Basic bits and pieces. I can spawn a chicken. That's still to do yet. I still need to make some kind of area for... Ooh, that was a car alarm. We still need to get an area for mob spawn, but you know, non-hostile mob spawns like cows and chickens, and we can look at breeding those up. But for now, let's just get a slice of cake. If you're wondering where all this cake comes from, there's apparently one of these characters here. It was his birthday, and every time you killed him, you got cake. So I had lots and lots and lots and lots of cake everywhere. Cake for days. Which was very useful. Yeah, so let's just move over to the crop section before we go downstairs, and we'll explain what's going on there. I've just done the basic crops for now, just potatoes, carrots and wheat and things like that. But see what I mean? Did you just see that Enderman there? This is what happens. The Enderman teleport. They usually... Oh, there he is, he's up there. He's not actually up there, he's down in here. But he just, every time he gets hurt, he moves. It's very bizarre. But we've also started growing, apart from a cactus, some essence plants. Now this is what I really want to focus on in this area. I've started to expand this area, but as you can see, it's still a bit of a work in progress. So I've thrown a couple of these down as I found them. And eventually, this is what's going to be giving us majority of all our... iron, well, everything really. I think you can pretty much grow everything in this pack. So that's what I aim to be doing. More of the mystical plants. More of those, please. So what have we got over this side? I expanded the trees a little bit. I got birchwood seed from sifting some dirt, and we've got loads and loads of jungle wood now. I've also I got a few ancient spores as well. That's the only way you can turn dirt into mycelium. And then stack a few barrels of water on top, bish bash bosh, get witch water. And with witch water, all we need to do, let me just go grab some from over here, and just get some sand like that. And then what you do is, once these fill up with water, they can either fill up with rainwater, or I do have a little system, little aqueduct here where I've got little buckets on the side, which I can use, and I can fill them up that way. But as soon as you fill them up, they eventually convert into witch water, and then give you so you can convert sand into soul sand. You can also use witch water on mobs as well, so that if a skeleton passes through witch water, it turns into a wither, and a zombie into a pig zombie, and things like that. It does rather quirky things. And I may use that at some point, because I am looking at improving the spawn system over there from wood blocks to gold blocks. And then, as you can see downstairs, we're going to have a vacuum system that's going to drop down to some compact storage down here. So we'll pop down there now. I'll just show you what we've got down there. So nice and simple, just pretty much exact layout as the one upstairs, apart from the little wings on the side. And my little, yeah, I can hear you. My little Enderman hide there, so they can't poke at me. But the idea is this is the mob spawner up there, so I'm going to have the drops come down and filter into some oak drawers until we can look at some kind of better storage system. And the gold spikes are probably the only ones we can afford right now, so I think that's the plan. We'll go with those. And then all this furnace system up here, I'm most likely going to drop down probably to under here somewhere, because it doesn't need to be used all the time. It's just there to perpetually generate lava and provide power to our little Stirling generators. Nighttime, bing, daytime. Gotta love that. So I'll start knocking this down and moving this downstairs, and I'll probably move this down there as well, because we don't need... Oh, well, mind you. I don't know yet. I'll focus on this for now. Focus, Dave. Focus. And yeah, do that, and then I shall be right back with you. And we've done the work. We've done... What? This? Chicken crap. You've been pooping everywhere. Damn thing. Don't know where it's come from actually, it's just appeared. Very bizarre. Yeah. Don't want to kill him, because it provides poop. I do have actually a hen hut thing. See if he'll go in it. Not played with this yet. There we go, hen house. Automatically collect items from chickens. Where's he gone? Oh, where's there? Let's put the hen house in that corner there. You like your house? You wanna... Come on. Come by, pig. Oops. Yeah, so I don't know where he's come from, but anyway. I'll let him tootle around. Unless something's turned to grass somewhere, and then suddenly we've spawned a chicken. Not quite sure. I wonder if it's this over here. Nope. Well, we do have some essence. I'll have that. Buy that for $1. And chop down a cactus. All in a day's work. So we've managed to move everything from this area up here. Drop these off. I think I put them in here last time. But by the looks of it, I didn't. Once again, curse of the storage system going mental. Yeah, that should come back there. And we've got cactus somewhere. I think the cactus is over here. But all the stuff like that, there we go. Oh, that's where I've put the essence. It makes sense, I suppose. So we've taken all this downstairs. I've also taken the sieves downstairs as well. I thought that makes a bit more sense. Since I'll be working those in tandem with the system we have down here. So this is it. I decided to block that off, because when you do sieve things, they have a tendency to ping off in all directions. So at least with this here, it stops it falling down. Although I have had things fall down this little gap. You wouldn't think was possible. But yeah, apparently that happens. See if I can... Yep, there you go. Look at that. What's that all about? But never mind. I shall remedy that. So we've now got the go around the back here so I can show you a little bit better. We've now got the row of crucibles at the back. There's what I've done is I've got one bucket of lava under here, and with the spread it acts as you can see there at the top where it says rate 3x. That's 3 times as fast. The lava is only under here, but it just drifts and it thinks it's a lava source block. So one bucket of lava, you can power all of these indefinitely, which is groovy. On the back of those I've got fluid tanks, that's drawing the lava out of here, and on the front of those I've got Stirling generators, which is drawing the lava buckets out of here into here to create power. And I've just thrown some power conduit underneath, back to Ender IO. Always love it. Best thing ever. It's little use item conduits sometimes. Transfer pipes, things. So I've got a chest here which is going to throw things into the sag mill, which is then going to throw things into the alloy smelter. I've also built the Tinker's smeltery down here. Well, so I'll probably need to move all this stuff from up here down, probably down this side. So everything will be together for Tinker's smeltery. So the next thing, in fact, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Oh, I decided to put an elevator in as well. I did have the ladders here, but well, let's make it neat. You know, as we go, let's make it nice and tidy. So I don't have much room here. So let's stick these in without losing them all. Get that out first. I believe all the stuff stays in them. Yep, apart from things that aren't in. Obviously. Let's get that. No, we haven't got room for that, so let's pop them and that in there. That with it. Let's just set this up at the side, and we'll see how we are after that. We'll stick a tool station down. What else have we? I think the crafting station was on the end. Coal. And the part builder. Stencil table. And what else was there? It's the chests, I believe. The part chest there. And the pattern chest there. And the beautiful thing about this new Tinkers is that you can access any part of this chain as long as it's touching each other from any one of these blocks, which is very helpful indeed. Very helpful. So like for example, you could come to your part builder and go, oh, I need a part. So let's have a look in the pattern chest. We'll have that. Stick it in the part builder, just like that. And then you can get your parts from here and then pop them straight into the tool station. Nice and easy. Nice. Still might need to brick that wall up there. Things don't go flying off. Have a tendency to do. Like so. Get another one on that end so it's nice and symmetrical. And then we'll put that there. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Not my words. Words of Shaking Stevens. Lovely. So what's next on the agenda? Before we do anything, let's just put the flint back in here. I'm hoping to change the heads on these. I'm thinking that if we can get some heads made in the Tinker's smeltery, then we can start upgrading the pieces of our tools without having to start from scratch again and doing it all that way. Start there. Oh, that's where the water is. So the next thing to do is to look at the mob system up there, and then we'll have that filtering down underneath here. It's so noisy. Using a mod called mob grinding utils. So we're going to be using the absorption hopper. That will be at the back of this area up here, the back of where they're killed. So when they jump on the spikes, all their items and XP will be filtered down to the storage system down there. A bit dark down for some reason. But it's not. Oh, it's probably because it's night time. And there you go, instant day. So yeah, I'll work on that for a while. I can't remember where I put my gold spikes. I'd already made them in readiness for this. But as usual, me being all over the place, I just can't find them. There's 4 of them. That's a start. Plus now I've got the smeltery, I can start melting down some of this. We can put this to more use. No point in having it on my head. Bit useless. Come on, everybody die. Everybody loves to die. So what I'll do is I'll craft up some more mob spikes. I sort this out without dying. Always good. Yeah. And then from there we should have the system built underneath. So we've managed to do it. Managed to create a little storage funnel thingy mabob. Still needs a lot of work doing on it. I've just been running it for a while just to see what happens. Be cleaning up upstairs and just picking it up, which is good. Still need to figure out what I need to do with these bows. I need to figure out some way of extracting them from here. I know that there are little blocks that you can use that can extract things, but for the moment I'm just doing it by hand, which can be a bit of a pain, but it's better than physically going there and doing it, which is the way I was doing it last time. So this is mildly better for now. We're slightly more automated. I've got my key there to lock these drawers so they don't change. We seem to be doing alright. I've still need to clean these areas up. Yeah. I think I should be able to. That. Always a bit butt clenchy-ish when you know you've got a mob farm directly above your head. Always a little bit worrying. Yeah, we'll do that off camera. Although I think there's only spikes there. Will the spikes? Yeah, no they won't. That's okay. I can do that. So I need to look at a separate storage. Other than this. I mean, this is fine. Don't get me wrong. But I need to look at a better way of doing it. Now, I know that I've been looking at these refined storage, which looks a little bit like AE, to be honest. Not quite sure how it works, but I'm guessing it's very similar, so I might look into this off camera, and then when we return, I may have something like that slotted in here, and we'll take this down and see where we go from there. I have a green bag, pop that. You can actually stack these bags, so I've got a separate compacting drawer here, and what I'm going to do is just pick this up and lock you and lock you. What I'm going to have is I'm probably going to get some translocators between these two so I can send items from here into this so I can make legendary. I think that's the top stack that you can get. But yeah, we've done some work. Need to do a lot of tidying up. See, this is not the nicest of things. Cobble walls. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Slowly but surely, catch a monkey. I've also popped on a little chest on the end of here, and that's going to catch every little bit of thing that pops through these two here, and they'll just pop down there via the red channel, as you can see there. And yeah, we're all in. Got my liquid translocator on here. You might have seen me do this before. A lot quicker than just using. Ooh, actually, I need one for that. That's a good point. And where did I put them? There, and there. Oh, Lord knows where they'll be. Let's have a look upstairs. I am so all over the place until I get storage. Where did I put them? Seared bricks. Come on, seared bricks. Come to me now. Yes, there they are. Let's get 3 of those. Faucet. I think it's 3. Yeah, there we go. Pop this faucet on that down there. Because you can't use translocators if you're casting onto stencils or other things that require this. They don't work. They only work from translocator 2 translocator, but it'll only go between the 2. Can't have one of those on top of there. Well, to my knowledge anyway. I've never tried it. I would have thought you could, because this will occupy stencil space, so I don't think you could put anything else on top. But I might be wrong. Also, I've got a spare lava tank which I've connected to this with a push into here, so this is always full. At the moment we've got nothing in here, because everything's been dealt with over there. But I'm sure we'll start moving stuff into here and get some casting, get some proper tools. Yeah. Get some progress. That's what we need. Bit of progress. Oh. I've not noticed this outfit. Well, I don't know what that is on the front of it. Shame I can't. Can I zoom in? Let me just turn around here and walk towards. What does that say? R.I.P. It might be because it's Halloween week. You never know. Yeah. Oh well, that's different. So, thanks very much for staying. Been fun. And I'll see you on the next episode. And as always, much love.